It seems the patch has been pushed a little bit early. I mean, 6 minutes early, and it's let me in. So what's new to the game? We have the... I guess this is Season 6 and the, Titanic Invasion. So there's new story missions. They're going to be fun to check out. There is a new game mode, Flashpoint. There's mastery missions. I don't know if we're going to do them today, but we'll see. And a new hero and a new battle pass, Illari. First things first, though, like always, I have to go for the old battle pass. So let me have a look at what we've got. We have the Invasion Ultimate Bundle. Oh my god, £35. Or just Invasion Bundle. So what do you get on these Ultra Super Million one? So you get the Battle Pass, 20 skips, 2,000 coins, and you get these skins. I really like this Kariko one. And on the base one, okay, you get the coins and the story missions. But you don't get the Battle Pass, so you'd have to buy the Battle Pass separately. Okay, well, they promise a lot of content, so we'll see, how that pans out. Anyway, I'm just going to go to Facecam for a second so I don't, leak any important information. Alright, let's have a quick look. Illari Launch Event. Illari Launch Event. Try Illari in no limits, play the new Flashpoint PvP mode, and more. That is extremely convenient. Gives you a highlight intro, a victory pose, and a spray. So it's 10 players, it's an arcade mode, no hero selection limit, so everyone can play this hero. Okay, I might give that a go. What are the challenges? Complete 6 games, complete 18 games. 3 games of Flashpoint. No limits. 24. Okay, so it's just playing a bunch of games. So it's not the hardest challenge in the world. And then there's this Underworld event as well. Rescue the Omnics of King Row in this co-op mission. Ah, okay. Interesting. Is this what... Okay, this is what the PvE part of things are. Okay. Well, that's a lot of stuff. I think first is first. Let's have a quick look through the old Battle Pass. So I get the free 20 tiers. I went for the premium one. Alright. I've got to say, I think Illari base skin, very cool. This one, not so much. This top skin, only an epic. That's a pretty good epic, though. Where are we also? The Roadhog skin. Very cool. I like the grassy mohawk. Very cool. Oh, wow. Sim. Did not expect to see the Sim skin. Man, it's like the rib cage and the spine. That looks really cool. Then it's the mythic Anna skin, which is... This is like my perfect colour scheme. I love that skin. The quest for Zaru to get a decent skin in the game may be over. This is actually not terrible. I don't think it's fantastic, but based on, other Zarya skins, it's at least a 5 out of 10. Other ones I think are below 5, so... Right, do you not unlock this still 45? This is the base. Sheesh. Okay, Lab Technician Winston. Another skin, I like it. Oh my god, add more purple, yes please. Snake Wrangler Ash. It's an epic, it's a decent epic as well. And then it's the full shebang mythic on Anna. Honestly, I prefer the ones where it had like the full purple cape. And then we have the teas after that. So there's Null Trooper, Jump Jet, Slicer, Breacher, Subjugator, Vulture. Was that Vulture? Sorry, or did I misread it? Vulture, Charger, and then Null Titan. Okay. Anything else I should be looking for in the Battle Pass? I guess emotes and stuff like that. That's kind of adorable. I don't really care about the sprays too much, nor the background. It's going to take a really, really good background thing to replace this Karika one I've got. Now, I wonder if the hitbox is on the hamster here. Interesting. Another emote's Widow. Ooh. I can see people not liking this one. Apologies if you have arachnophobia. And is that either on the emotes? Maybe it was one very early on. Okay, there's a Reaper walking one. Okay. And then a bunch of sprays and, you know, weapon charms and stuff. Cool. Right, second thing on the agenda. Oh, what's its progression, by the way? Sub-badges. Play games with hero to progress their sub-badge. Each represents a specific aspect of a hero role or game mode. Badges level up as you progress their sub-badges. Your badge collection represents you as a player. Every time you level up a badge, your progression level goes up. And you get icons, name cards, and titles with this. Some sub-badges can't be progressed in custom games such as PvE. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. So wait, do you do these, say, in-game? Apply Ana grenades? Okay, so you can actually, like, unlock stuff for your characters? That's really cool. I imagine some people be, you know, a lot of people be going for 100% on that. And then there's game mode ones as well. So this has kind of replaced the... Has it replaced the weekly full? Oh, it's changed this as well. There's now hero levels. Look at this perfect rainbow. I've done it. I've made the rainbow comparison. Oh, the mastery's not on yet. Okay. Sure. Training is new. The practice range is new, question mark? Apparently a lot of people are entering the practice range right now. Struggling to get in myself. So, just as a heads up, I think my intention will be, I'll probably check out that arcade mode to play with Illari. Then I'm probably going to go into some quick play games with Illari to see how she works with other people. And then we'll see where the world takes us from there. Okay. God, I always love playing it as a new hero. Oh, is this bot got a little shield now? The practice range is... It is different. And that gives you your ult for free? They're doing it. Okay, so here are the abilities. I did quickly check this out on Twitter earlier. They tweeted out what the abilities would be. So we have a solar flare on left click. So long range auto charging rifle. Medium range healing beam on right click that consumes the solar energy. Our abilities are outburst, launches in the direction you are moving. Hold jump to go higher. And healing pylon, deploy a pylon that heals allies. Then we have the ultimate captive sun. Fire an explosive ball of solar energy. Enemies hit are slowed and explode after taking significant damage. And then the passive is the support passive. So that's me holding down left click. Why did the first shot do giga damage? I'm not... Oh, hang on a minute. Is it... Oh, does my gun do less damage? No. long-range auto-charging rifle. Is it... Oh, I see now. The indicator in the middle is what dictates the damage. So if you don't hold it down... Okay. You know what? It'll be better to do it with a tank. Give me Roadhog. And I don't even need to hit headshots. So if you just fire like this, the first shot does loads of damage, but you can see on my reticle, that little bar that's charging, if I let it off for a second, then I get one big shot again. So you can either hold it down, you'll do less damage, but it's more like... It's more like damage up front. Alternatively, you can wait like a second and get a higher burst on the next shot. And that seems to be just based on this middle, like, segment. As long as it's beyond that segment, you get the super damage shot. Okay. Now, left shift. Okay. That was my left shift. Can you up into the air? You can. Oh, that feels really weird. You have to have, like, shift and space at the same time. Okay. And then this is the heal. So it's like a Zarya healing beam. But it uses your ammo. Does it? Oh, it's not represented by a number. I see it on the gun what it's using. Oh, you've got a shield. Cool. Okay, you get a secondary bar. So you've got like a heal juice bar and a damage bar. I see. And how much does this do and how do we deploy it? So it's like a lamp. And it doesn't consume my resources. So what if I throw another one out? It destroys the first one, so you can only have one out at a time. That makes sense. But you can destroy it early. Now, can enemies destroy this? Yes, it has a health bar. Okay. So, hang on a minute. We have jump. I feel like there's going to be some sort of super jump tech associated with this. I'm just saying, it feels a little bit weird to jump. I don't know if I can, you know, look up and jump for higher. No, so it doesn't actually get you that high. It's not like the bat bleed, because I'm pretty certain the bat bleed will get you up there. It's a little bit less than that. Okay, and then the ultimate. Okay, you have like 5 seconds to fire it. Doesn't go through shields, but it's applied like this sun effect. Which I think said that it causes them to explode. Enemies hit a slowed and explode after taking a significant damage. Interesting. This feels considerably more FPS-y than Lifeweaver was. So let me have a look at this on you. Oh, and you stay in the air. I'm not sure about the ultimate. So can I combo this? Can I go like this? I get really high? Oh, you can move in the air as well. So he's another flying character. Well, I'm sure the internet will love that. It's a very proactive support ultimate as well. Maybe the most proactive one to date. Because Nano has defensive capabilities associated with it. Coalescence is both, well, unless they're fading into your backline, is both a heal and a damage. I guess it's more on par with Window. Sorry, just seeing how fast I would charge this up. I guess I'm firing a bit too quickly anyway. We probably do it faster on the heal. So yeah, you can just move in this. So you could use this to get high ground. At the very least. Alright. And then if you don't push space, you can just do stuff like this. Bonk your head, apparently. So you still go up even if you don't push the space bar. Oh, wow. That's the melee attack as well. And this has a push on it as well, right? Knocking back enemies. Let me have a look at how good the push is. Okay, does it not go through shields? Okay. It's pretty sizable, honestly. It's like a Lucio boot. I'm just wondering if you could use it as anti-dive tech. Like a Winston comes at you, you just pop this, jump back. He goes off the high ground, and you're just pew-pewing away. We'll have to test this in, I guess, quick play for now. Alright, let's get into a... Oh, there's also missions here. Sorry, let me just quickly take a look at the missions. Oh.
If you want to live in peace, you must be prepared for war. Before the crisis, Omnics were created to serve humanity. Obedient, yet disposable. But when their programming was overridden by a rogue AI, their core functionality was altered. They were forced to turn on their human creators. Humanity responded with the formation of Overwatch. Their actions ended the crisis, and in turn, helped free the Omnics. But from the ashes of one conflict, another was born, as most of humanity would never see Omnics as their equals. Now, the Omnic resistance group Null Sector has emerged from the shadows to stand against humanity and fully liberate Omnic kind. The revolution has already begun.
Very cool. I mean, it was rehashed stuff that they've released before.
I was afraid of this. Null Sector is attacking cities all over the globe.
I am updating the world map with the latest developments. Our new agents are standing by.
Just 1 second as well. Can I... Oh, it just kicked me all the way out. Let me crank the volume up just a little bit. It was a bit quiet on my end. I don't know about you. Yeah, we'll check those missions out a little bit later on, I think. I really want to check out Illari first. Or Illari. I keep calling it Illari, I don't know why. Okay. Arcade 5v5. I don't normally like doing these because it doesn't really give you a great appreciation of how good the hero is. I mean... I guess that is true, just in the context of actually playing the game. Like, I remember the time when, you know, Sigma was released and I checked it out in the 5v5 Sigma mode and that was just heinous. Oh, no, in fact, it wasn't 5v5 at the time, it was 6v6. It was even more heinous. Shields everywhere.
Welcome to reality.
Okay, we didn't get the new game mode, which is the other thing I want to check out. Everyone gets a new hero except for Metellio. They're like, nope, I'm playing Widow in this.
I carry my burdens alone.
Man, I really like the melee swing. Just swiping with the gun. So we've actually got a ram. We're playing triple support, 1 DPS, 1 tank. I assume it's pro-life. We've got a shield now. I need to check those patch notes. That spooks me. Oh, God. Alright, we'll play one game of this and then we'll check the patch notes. Who plays Junkrat in this? I guess that guy did. Oh, it isn't destructible. It has an amount of juice and then it runs out. Okay, it's just taking me a second to realize that my heal is on the other button. Okay, it's kind of what I thought it'd be. I was like, wait, where am I?
I won't fail again.
Okay, that is the ult, I guess. The healing is insane. Have we not built a ram ult yet? Oh, they can destroy it. Alright, fair enough. Alright, also helps if, you know, you aim your abilities. Okay, this support is really cool. I really like them. It's taking me a second, as I said, to get my head around how it works. So that doesn't heal me at all, the jump. Damn. Couldn't get out the bomb range. Man, I wonder if this will be good in Rush as well with the beam. It's like a mini coalescence. Damn. Oh, there is pretty big damage drop-off as well, I've just noticed on the left click. Okay, I need to stop thinking that heals as well at the same time. On the flank. Help me. Help me, drone. Honestly, I can't explain it. Aim. So you can just get up to this window, only just though. Just push all the buttons, why not? Hello? Oh wow! Did he not expect the tire to get me from there? Alright, I don't think 3 Illari, a Widowmaker and a Seg is the... A Seg, a Rematra is the winner's choice. Oh, fuck my jump. Help me. You definitely want your team to be, like, in front of you, if you know what I mean. Will that heal from here? I don't fully understand the ult. I kind of agree with the other person. I don't quite know what's triggering this explosion. I just wrote this with cats. I did not notice blue cat. Okay, so we have no tank anymore. Okay, I don't know if holding down is the winner's choice. I think it's not. I think waiting, getting the supercharged shots is considerably better. Whoops. I might as well hold an off angle. Never mind. Turns out the Junkrat decided to hold the same off angle.
I won't fail again. If we don't get moving, we'll lose. I'm on fire!
Shooting that's the ult. So they got a double kill off the ult. I was going to say this tire's going to get insane value. Maybe I should have tried to get my ult and just jump in the air. Okay. I feel like I've got a more firm grasp of how the hero works. So let me check the patch notes though. How does one do this? There you go. Alright, introducing Illari. We've seen all their stuff. There's Flashpoint now. Flashpoint is a new core game mode available on two of the biggest maps to date, Saravasa and New Junk City. Gameplay begins with both teams pursuing a central objective called a Flashpoint, aiming to capture it before the opposing team does. So this is like King of the Hill. Or Control, as it's actually called in the game. Capturing progress for Flashpoint is like a control game mode, but plays out faster. A point is captured by a team once the Flashpoint reaches 100%. If it's been contested by a member of the opposing team, currently not in control, when the capture progress reaches 99%, the overtime will activate until either team in control can remove all remaining components off, or until the contesting team can retake control of the Flashpoint. Understood. A point is scored when a Flashpoint is fully captured by a team. However, gameplay continues when a new Flashpoint is located elsewhere on the map, and both teams must immediately race to capture it. As additional Flashpoints unlock, the spawn locations of each team will be generally equal distance to the current activated Flashpoint. The team will be the first to successfully capture 3 of the 5 Flashpoint wins the map. Okay. Interesting. Then we got the story missions. Limited time event Kings Row Underworld. We'll check that out as well at some point. Firing range. Challenges. On Fire has been changed. The ping system has been updated as well. Alright. Hero updates. The number of wins required to appear on the top 500 leaderboard has gone up from 25 to 50. Does not affect me. Armor, health, damage reduction is now additive with other sources of damage reduction and has a maximum cap of 50%. So armor on top of like other damage reduction effects, I guess like Fortify, is not as good anymore. So this really only affects like Fortify and Ramatra. It doesn't affect Brig, I think. Okay. Diva, cooldown on the booster is reduced by 4 to 3.5. And when you eject from the mech, you're immune for 0.4 seconds. The cooldown reduction on boosters is insane. It's increasing the tempo of Diva considerably. Slam cooldown on Doomfist from 7 to 6. And Power Block will now reduce damage on stuck projectiles. Do I think it's going to make Doomfist viable? No. But it's a step in the right direction. Blocking Nemesis form now also blocks stuck projectiles. So before, if you didn't know, if a Tracer pulse bombed you and you went to Nemesis form and did this, you would still take the full damage. Same with the Doomfist power block. Now you don't. His ultimate cost has been increased, and block now reduces damage from stuck projectiles. Okay, that's the same. The Annihilation puts you in Nemesis form. So they've basically just nerfed Ramatra. Because this is fairly minor. Sigma, base movement ground deceleration increased the match standard hero's movement. That is what looks like a quality of life change. Winston, Tesla Cannon, secondary fire charge time reduced from 1.2 to 1 second. The second fire recovery time increased from 0.5 to 0.75 seconds. So, he can fire... He can get to full charge quicker to do more damage, but he can't fire each shot as quickly anymore. And there's a 0.05 second difference in it, so this is probably going to be... I'd probably be more inclined to say this is a buff, but it's a pretty neutral change. Because I think a lot of Winstons, try and ping a person with one shot, then, jump them and Tesla cannon them down. They don't really spam the right click, so I think overall this is a buff. Orisa, damage fall-off has been increased from 15 to 20. Fortify health bonus increased from 75 to 25. They don't understand Orisa, the developers. It is stupid. I like the fact that Fortify is sometimes weaker now due to the change of how armor damage reduction and ability damage reduction interact. Activating Fortify while Orisa's armor health remaining will hit the damage reduction cap and result in lower effective health than before, so we're increasing the amount it grants. Okay, they don't say it in here, but in the blog post they say like it improves like the interactivity or something weird like that. This ability sucks. I honestly wish with Orisa, and I've mentioned this before in other Overwatch videos, they kept the static shield and got rid of Fortify. I think the Fortify is the most heinous bit of the kit and they just keep buffing it. Like, it's not fun when there's a tank that is just completely immune to damage and crowd control. But anyway, they've buffed Fortify, mainly to, rectify that the armor changes went through, so I think it's not going to make a difference. Orisa just sucks, honestly. Sorry, 1 second, I just want to turn my light on. Orisa just doesn't know what she wants to be. Like, half the kit is like brawl related with like Fortify. It's like, oh, I want to be in close. And then the rest of the kit is like range. She's just like a range spam character. But you might as well just play Sigma, who's more mid-rangey. And has a shield for your friends. I don't know. I don't like the rework of Orisa. I think overall, maybe with the exception of the Javelin, which I think was a fine addition, I think the ult is worse than it was before. And I think and I don't just mean in terms of like the quality of the ult. I just think it's worse to play as and against. And I think Fortify just sucks completely. I prefer Suck to be back in the game, to be honest with you, and get rid of Fortify. Bastion. The A36 tactical grenade, the maximum explosion damage fall-off reduced from 70% to 50%. So it does more damage around it. Just what people want, more spam damage. Detonation time reduced from 0.5 to 0.35 seconds, so it goes off quicker. Recoil adjusted to recover more quickly. Okay. Projectile size increased, so again, not only is the damage falls reduced, it's slightly bigger. So this is going to be pretty obnoxious to play against. Impact damage increased from 15 to 30. That thing is going to blow people up. That's a pretty sizable change to the grenade. Reload time reduced from 1.5 to 1.2 seconds in Recon. And transforming into configuration, Assault now repairs 50 armor health. Holy shit. And Artillery. Targeting state movement speed increased from 20 to 25 meters per second. So they've hard buffed Bastion. I don't think it's going to make a difference though, but we'll see. On certain maps, honestly, that extra 50 armor, I mean, if you remember like at the start of, was it called like the spring stage, the mid-season madness? No, it was like spring stage right now. Some teams were trying to do May, Ramatra, Bastion, like Bap, Lucio Brawl. This makes him even more brawling now, a little bit more likely to survive, like, some right clicks from May, some arrow shots from Hanzo. So, maybe on certain maps. Cassidy, he's got 225 health again. Last time he did this, he was busted. I say busted. He was strong at the very least. Let's see if it's going to change. This time they've done it. His fall-off range has been rescaled from 25 to 45 meters to 25 to 35 meters. So, hang on a minute. He doesn't do as much damage at range anymore. Is how I'm reading this. And the magnetic grenade has a travel time of 1.5 seconds, and the slow amount reduced from 30 to 25. I think that the health improvement will be the most important thing here for Cassidy, so I think this is overall a buff, but it's... okay, I can see why they went to 225 now with these changes. Hanzo, arrow draw progress is no longer preserved while wall climbing. Despite being conceptually strange, the gameplay mechanic felt good and fluid to use as Hanzo. However, it often results in some frustrating behaviour for enemy players that can be alleviated without impacting Hanzo's overall effectiveness too significantly. That's actually a pretty big nerf. Because what people would do are, like, good players that can aim. They would charge, like, fully charge the bow, scale up a wall, and then when they get over the top of the wall, they'd fire off at the apex. And, you know, before your opponent can really react to it, you've dropped, because of gravity, back behind the wall again. And there was pretty little counterplay to it. It was a hard shot to make, but not a lot of counterplay. Now he can't do that anymore. He has to have a line of sight. Basically, while he's drawing his bow. I think this is a huge nerf for Hanzo, in fact. I'd say it's a huge nerf. I think at the elite level, it's not going to make as much of a difference. Because a lot of the time, Hanzo's played into, like, a more spam-based comp. But it stops you as well going onto the corner of walls what other Hanzos would do. And just, you know, climb up the wall, fade across a little bit, fire and fade back again. Because most people, you know, aim their crosshair at a certain point where the head height is expected to be. Hanzo can kind of cheat that. But not anymore. Okay, Soldier, his ult cross has been increased, his Helix rocket's gone down, so he's been nerfed. I mean, it depends what you want to say this as. I think for the quality of life of just a general game, or the gamers in the game, this is a good change. He did pump out a lot of damage, he's pretty well self-sufficient, he's not the hardest hero to play. Should he be meta? I don't know. At the highest level, though, he still wasn't particularly strong. So, it's just going to pull him back down again a little bit. I think this is the first time, though, that Soldier got the damage up buff, but then didn't get the damage nerfed again in the next patch. He actually kept his primary fire damage. Okay. Sombra. Ultimate and Cross increased by 15%. It doesn't destroy your life with his Tree of Life. That is a really, really minor... I say it's really, really minor. It's pretty minor. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. She's still obnoxious. Hack is not a fun ability, especially hack that you can't be punished if you break the hack. Like, you can just spam it out. Yeah. I don't know. And I think this is such a non-change, because Life Weaver, no one sees him, unless he's Giga Strong now. Torbjorn, the weapon swap time has been reduced from 0.5 to 0.4 seconds. Torb Hammerers of the World, you've got 0.1 extra second now to... Sorry, 0.1 second faster to get your hammer out. And when your swing recovery time is reduced, they've gone for the hammer buff for Torbjorn. Bold. And primary fire recovery time reduced from 0.55 to 0.48. So he fires very slightly quicker on his primary fire. I mean, it's buffs across the board. I don't think it's going to make a difference, though. Anna. Her damage and healing has been reduced from 75 to 70, and unscoped projectile size has increased from 0 to 0.1. So, I don't know if that makes a huge difference. I don't fully appreciate the differences. I know what it means, but... Is there an interaction that really matters between 0 and 0.1 size? I don't know. The healing, though, is pretty big on the old nerf. That might prove to be enough to take Anna a little bit down the pecking order. I'm not sure, though. Because you have to remember as well, it's not just the healing and the damage that's been reduced, it also means the ult is going to take longer to charge. So you're not going to have nanos quite as often. Sombra was also nerfed. It might cause a situation where, even though that comp is still strong, the ult cycles don't quite work anymore. Brig. Barrier shield health reduced from 300 to 250. Ultimate cost increased by 6%, so they nerfed Brig. Which is really weird. Because... And this might be, you know, controversial. I think Brig is in a pretty bad state right now. Even after the changes, obviously she's better than she was in the past. But I don't think she's inherently broken. She's basically just played because Sombra, Tracer, very strong. Anna, pretty strong. Therefore, Winston very strong because of those 3 other heroes. And therefore, because Winston's strong, Brig is strong. I think if Winston wasn't decent, Brig would be basically worthless. Maybe with the exception of D.Va replacing Winston. Like, you're not going to put Brig into Brawl, so if we do move away from a dive meta, Brig will see 0% playtime. Koriko. The knockback has been removed off Suzu. Great, good change. Didn't need it. Healing reduced from 50 to 40. Great change. Should have just been a cleanse. And it heals for an additional 30 health when the cleansing and negative effect. Honestly, I would just... this might be, you know, controversial as well. I'd take the healing off the Suzu, I think. But I would keep the heals for cleansing on a higher amount. I don't think this thing needs to heal. The cleanse is already pretty strong. The invulnerability, obviously, insanely strong. I guess they put this in so that Koriko can heal herself a little bit. But it might be a change they want to look at in the future. I could see them dropping this even further, the healing reduction, but increasing the cleansing negative effect. Either way, I really like this change. It's a step in the right direction, at least. Kunai damage has been increased from 40 to 45. Uh-oh. The flanking Korikos, they're getting stronger. Recovery time reduced from 0.55 to 0.5, so she can spray them out a little bit quicker. But the critical damage multiplier has gone from 3 to 2.5. Okay. So this is actually a pretty big nerf in the end. Everything until, like, the bottom line, if you just choose to ignore that bottom line, you're worried. And then suddenly at the end, womp womp. So instead of doing 120 on a headshot now, she does only... I say only. She does, like 113? Thereabouts, depending on how it rounds. It's still really solid. Like, it's only 7 damage. I don't... I guess I shouldn't say it's a huge thing. It's pretty equivalent. I guess it means that you're not as reliant on getting headshots anymore. It kind of just lowers the skill a little bit. But maybe it's the reverse. Maybe because people are just spamming into chokes at head height and not aiming it. It wasn't really a skill ability, so it doesn't punish that quite as much anymore. Maybe that's the way they've foreseen it. Alright, Lifeweaver. His base health has been reduced from 200 to 175, but he's got now a shield amount that is 50. So he's overall netted 25 health. Reduce the spread for one of the 2 volley projectiles fired per shot by 25%. Okay. Healing dash has been increased so he can actually survive a little bit more. Life grip, mobility lockout duration increased from 0.45 to 0.75 seconds. Mobility lockout duration. Does this mean that... Okay, I think I know what this means, but I'm not entirely certain. There are a few people that showed clips from the OWL recently from the Vegas Eternal who played Lifeweaver for like a map and a half. And there were a few clips of the grip getting caught on like the payload and then just breaking. I think this is to try and address that. I think it means that the time that they're locked in and then pulled back is increased, so it doesn't just break immediately, so the car couldn't have time to like move away. I could be wrong though. I'm not entirely certain. If it is that, this is going to make very little difference. I think. And Tree of Life. 50% of Tree of Life's overhealing is now converted into overhealth. Up to 100% maximum overhealth. So it's like it's getting more and more like Rally, but it's a stationary Rally. I don't think this makes a blind bit of difference. I still think Lifeweaver will not be very good. Lucio, Crossfade. The Crossfade self-healing penalty is now reduced from 60 to 0% for the duration of Amp It Up. Okay, so if he crossfades into healing while he's amping, he gets the heal. He gets the full heal amount. So he's a buff to Lucio. Rush, question mark? Everyone saw this in the build-up. Mercy's damage boost has been reduced from 30 to 25%. I think positive change. And co-op hero mode updates. Story missions have specific hero balance changes for multiple heroes to ensure players have a continuous challenge when playing in co-op modes like story missions and event missions. Heroes no longer passively gain ultimate charge over time. Ultimate costs increase in co-op game modes. Oh my god, so there's a full balance patch for... Oh my god. Alright, I can't address this right now. It's too much. Alright, some lighting changes and some bug fixes. So it's a pretty expansive patch. Okay, let's try and get into some unranked games and try and steal the new support as quickly as is humanly possible. So she's kind of over here somewhere. Man, this is what I like about being a tank player. If a new tank hero comes out now with, 122, no issue about me getting this hero. We might be in a long queue as well, because I imagine most people are queuing support right now. Oh. I got it. Alright, we're only going to get one control point of this, but I have it locked in. Right. I remember what left shift does. It's the jumpy button. E is the healing drone. Left click is to shoot. Right click is to heal.
5, 4, 3, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
And we can stay at the back now a little bit more than what I was doing before. Okay, this is a small issue. Especially since I'm stuck on the wall. Oh my god. Our team got roasted then. Very early shout. Kind of need my tank to, walk it. Or, just pick a direction to go in. I should have killed her. Okay. It took a bit of time. So in theory, I could just stand on this high ground. In fact, so you can't quite get up there in one leap. It's another weird situation where I've got like an ability that takes me to the high ground, but my heal is really close range, I think. Damn! I should have just used my heal bot on the high ground. I got diffed. Aww. I missed a really bad shot then. Nope. Yep. Okay, I need to not jump every single time I do that. Also, I shouldn't have just ran in then.
I won't.
It appears our team has perished. Or just not walked to the point. I don't know what happened to my team at the end. You know what? You had a try. And I got a priority requeue, so we were able to get back in on it again. No, don't want to skirmish. I meant to go into practice range. I want to see how far away I can heal from.
I carry my burden.
So I can get it from here, but not here. So it is really, really close. So what is that?
Enemy over here.
Oh, I can't ping my ally. Can I do the reverse? It's like 15 meters-ish. How much healing juice does this give? Okay, this doesn't run out. This was just health. Someone must have shot it at the same time it pulsed and it confused me.
I'm not here to play around. I was made for this. La mona, aunque se vista en seda.
I think if you want to... I think the higher DPS is holding it down, but this is a better reward, right? You probably want the burst for the most part. It's a 2-shot if you wait for the burst.
You underestimate me.
And it does make a difference, so it does go more and more damaging. It's not just that line. There is a small difference between it being completely filled up and just beyond that line. I still don't fully understand this ult. Is it when they die? They explode?
You're just.
Is that what it means? And also, so reloading causes your shot to do less damage. It like breaks this heal thing. Okay, I understand now. So just spamming reload is actually demonstrably bad. It's a much lower DPS. So you should almost never reload. Alright, that I'm gonna have to also learn.
No pienso arrepentirme de nada.
Yeah, I really can't get onto that high ground. Yeah, okay, I understand how the ult works. So you have to kill them and it leaves behind an explosion. You know, I know what I want to test. How high can this thing go and heal from? Like, if I throw it up here... Okay, so it deploys on the ground whatever happens. So it doesn't just stop after a certain amount of time. So if I throw this thing... Let's say here. That's pretty far. What about here? Wait. Is it further than my heal? My primary heal? No, so it's about my heal distance. Is the range. I think of this hero, this thing is the best part of the kit. Like, if you drop one of these where your team's, like, retreating and it's behind, like, a corner like this, it's so hard to kill these guys. It reminds me of early Immortality Field, you know, on, like, on Hanamura, where people would hide it, like, above a doorway. I did it. I got it. Only because the other spot hadn't loaded it in yet, but... Right. I go where my tank goes. Tank is going up here. I follow. So what I'm wondering right now is, if I throw this drone here... Oh my god. My team. Okay, drone, you need to come out. Oh my god, she might be really good on this point with the rush. Like, throwing the drone. Like, here. Yeah, okay. This is what you want. I mean, you guys are screwed. I don't have the range to heal you from there. Aim. I guess Orissa's ult could be pretty good as well for the combo wombo. Orisa ults, I use the super sunlight 5 million. My team then decide to not play the point. Oh, wow. What the hell? Okay, I died to the sun thing. Okay, so she was just shooting me the entire time. So yeah, if I drop to a certain amount of health as well, I explode. Interesting. I was trying to time it with the Orisa ult, but I think Orisa ulted nobody. So I was like, well, fuck me, they're all running away. We pumped out some decent healing there as well. It showed the pylon did 1.3k of my healing. So what do they normally run in that? Bap Lucio, right? I wonder if... I bet you it's not enough healing to sustain it.
No mistakes. No mercy.
But maybe you don't need the Lucio. Maybe the boop from the shift would be enough. I don't know. You would get to points slower though, so it's probably not worth it.
Just need one more win.
Thank you, I've got the high ground. Don't want the high ground anymore. Decided high ground not good. Right, run out of heal juice. Come on! My fucking beam didn't heal me. I tried to jump. Oh well, the turret is still there. The turret is doing the Lord's work. The turret is dead. You know what? We could go here. Oh, come on. The wind up and the jump is a little bit annoying. Oh well, we won the fight. And now again, I think if I hold the back corner, surely I get insane value just putting the thing here again. Okay, not if my team just ints. I tried to boot them off the map. This seems bad. Okay. I guess I can put this here, if we're gonna hold here. Like, that is so annoying to clear. I boot them away to C9 them. Alright. Interesting support. I think they are more suited towards a rush style. One last thing I want to check out, just before I end this, is, and this will be for YouTube, what distance does my shot trail off at? Because it felt like at times I might just be missing. It felt like it was not particularly good. Which, it makes sense. So, there is damage drop-off here, because this was normally a 2-shot. It's now a 3-shot. This here is going to be all about timing. I might have been spamming reload as well, because I have a tendency to do that. And then that just fucks up your DPS. Maybe that's what I was doing. Anyway, overall, I think this new support, really cool. I think this is a little bit obnoxious. just throwing it above like a doorway. My worry about this is, though, how hard is it going to be to push into people? Like, if you lose a fight, that is going to be not as useful as, you know, if you've won the fight and you're defending. But we'll see. And then Sunspot, I can't quite tell yet. I still don't know if I fully understand how it works. I think if you drop to a certain threshold, you die as well. And then you explode, and that also does more damage, and possibly does the sunburn, or whatever it's called, the effect. Anyway, YouTube, that'll do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, why don't leave a like, subscribe, everything helps me out, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.